गदाधर प्रभु आप सबको चैतन्य महाप्रभु के बारे में सूचित करेंगे। आप सभी का बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। हरे कृष्णा।
Video I don't know. And basic video. अच्छा कैसे करें? I will call to that.
अभी देख लेते हैं फिर आपको इसको मेरे पास PDF खोल
जय राधा माधव जय राधा माधव No. I have. Thank you. जय राधा माधव कुंज विहारी गोपी जना वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी जय राधा माधव कुंज विहारी गोपी जना वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी जय माधव कुंज विहारी गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी यशोदानंदन व्रज जन रंजन नंदन व्रज जन यमुना तीरा वनचारी यमुना तीरा वनचारी जय राधा माधव कुंज विहारी गोपी जना
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Jai Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada. जय विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्रजकाचार्य अष्टोत्तर शत श्री श्रीमद् भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी श्रील प्रभुपाद की, अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की, नामाचार्य श्रील हरिदास ठाकुर की, प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासदि गौर भक्त वृंद की, श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गोपीनाथ श्याम कुंड राधा कुंड गिरि गोवर्धन की, श्री वृंदावन धाम की, मायापुर धाम की, श्री जगन्नाथपुरी धाम की, तुलसी माई की, भक्ति देवी की, श्रील प्रभुपाद की। ऑल ग्लोरीज टू द assembled devotees, all glories to the assembled devotees, all glories to the assembled devotees, all glories to Sri Guru and Gauranga. ॐ ज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जलशलाखया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपः कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतापदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं सागरजातं सहगण रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सहगण ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च हे कृष्णा करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधो जगत्पते गोपेशा गोपिका कांता राधा कांता नमोस्तुते। तप्त कांचना गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिय। वाञ्छा कल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्णा चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासदि गौरभक्तवृंदा। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हम करो की बात चलो। हरे कृष्णा। So I seek all your blessings, all the senior devotees and my mother, everybody's blessings, so that I'll be able to speak today something that is worthy and pleasing to Guru and Gauranga. So we had celebrated Gaur Purnima day before yesterday, that is on Friday. So the next day of that day is the Jagannath Mishra festival. So usually when a child is born, the parents would like to celebrate birthday. So today also we have one birthday celebration. There will be a cake cutting ceremony. So I think, I don't know that Mataji is not here, maybe in Hindi class. So parents love to do that. So Jagannath Mishra also called all the residents and neighbors and friends, everybody, and in a large scale, he celebrated the birth of Lord Chaitanya, that is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Now, they are not ordinary persons. In earlier, they were Yashoda Mai and Nanda Maharaj. So, to become parents of a Supreme Personality of Godhead requires a lot of qualification and mercy. Without that, it is not possible to attain that kind of status. See, it is said that the Lord becomes servant to his sweet and loving devotees. Okay, Nanda Maharaj used to tell, Beta, bring my slippers. Immediately, Krishna will keep chappal on the head of his head and bring it to his father. So that kind of, he sold out to his devotees. So because they had requested that we want a son like the Supreme Personality of Godhead, not even like Supreme Personality of Godhead should be our son. They had prayed and did a lot of penance, and through that endeavor and prayers and affection, sincerity, submission, they got Lord Chaitanya. So, in earlier days, in the beginning, so when I came in touch with the devotees, I uh, they told me about love of Godhead. So I was wondering Godhead. I generally know about loving parents, our family members, friends, like that. This love of Godhead is what it is, I asked them. So the devotees guided me saying that it is developing love for God and relationship with the God. Now, usually my usual understanding was when I'm in a distress situation, when I'm in a difficulty, I'm in a trouble, that time I will approach God, I will do homa, I will do yajna, and offer some one coconut, five bananas, and then my problem is solved. So my understanding was up to that. And this love of Godhead is something new because I never considered Supreme Personality of Godhead to be a person and who can be loved also. So it was a new concept to me. So then they further guided me. They told, Savai Pundam Paro Dharmo Yato Bhaktir Adokshaje Ahaituki Apratihata Yayatma Suprasidati. This is stated in Bhagavatam. So here the devotee friends, they started eh, making me understand that it is not just that love you will give to the Supreme Personality of Godhead, but it should be unadulterated and uninterrupted, unmotivated. So these words were like bombarding, like, what is this new things I've never heard. I did engineering, I did my MBA, I did so much, and I was working in a big company. I don't know this word unmotivated, uninterrupted, unalloyed. such words were bewildering to me. I could not understand what it is. So then I asked, okay, what I should do now? What love of God, it means how I should do. So then they explained to me that in each yuga there is a different form of penance which is done to achieve perfection. In the Satyuga, it is penance. Then in the Treta Yuga, it is worship of the deities. Then Dwapara Yuga, it is sacrifice. And in Kali Yuga, it is chanting of the holy names. So all these things were very new to me. At that time, they told me that Lord Gauranga, who is non-different from Krishna, he has appeared now in this Kali Yuga just 500 years back, 500 years ago, and he has to be worshipped. We have to chant the holy names. He teaches us. He has come in the form of a devotee and he is teaching us. So that time they told me about Lord Gauranga, Nityananda Prabhu, his associates. He comes with his associates as well. Krishna Varanam Tvacha Krishnam Sango Pangashta Pashadam Yajna Sankirtana Prayer Yajna Sume Dasha. So, in this age, he comes he comes as Krishna, but he is not bluish black color. He is in the golden color, golden avatar. He has come, and we have to chant his names to develop that love of God. So when I heard all this, it was really mind-boggling. Okay, so then they made it very simple further. They told, don't worry so much, only simple concept you have to understand. So then they talked about three stages of spiritual advancement. Those who are seeking spiritual perfection, there are three stages in that. First is Sambandha Jnana. Now, there are sometimes when there are many people, you will find that children will be going out, coming, and all. Now, a particular child, he will play, he'll go out, play, come, and jump on the lap of one particular person only, one lady and one gents only. He will not jump into somebody else by mistake also. Although there are hundreds of people, so he knows where his mother is, where his father is. He will go out 10 times, he will go out, he'll come in, he'll go out, come in, but he will just fall. So that is the relationship between mother and the child, father and the child. So here also, this Sambandha Jnana will teach us about our relationship with the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna. Then next, okay, once we understand about the relationship with the Supreme Personality of Godhead, how to really achieve it, how to accomplish that. That is through Abhideya. And don't worry, after this, once again, we will go little more deeper so that these concepts will be clear and understood. And last is the Prayojana. Prayojana means the goal, the final fruit. Why we are endeavoring so much? Why we are putting so much of effort? That is to achieve Krishna Prema, love of Godhead. Okay, so once these three stages we understand these concepts and follow these three stages, then we will be able to progress in our bhakti. Now, to progress, how we need to have an acharya, we need a guide, we need a teacher. Just like in our school, colleges, we need a teacher to teach various subjects. Like that, to teach these subjects, we have teachers, acharyas, who will teach us. And there is a specific deity for them. who will shower their mercy. And when they shower their mercy, we get empowered to practice that or to go through that stage very quickly. So, Sambandha Jnana, as I told, it refers to establishing one's original relationship with the Supreme Personality of Godhead, that is Sri Sri Radha Madan Mohan, that is the deity. And the Acharya is Srila Sanatana Goswami. So, in our Mangalacharan prayers, we sing these prayers also. Jayatam Surato Pangor Mama Manda Matir Gati Mat Sarvasva Padam Bojau Radha Madana Mohano. So we sing these prayers. Then next is about Abhideya. Though the deity who will empower us or show their mercy on the process of devotional service is Sri Sri Radha Govind Dev. Presently the deities are in Jaipur. So, Abhideya refers to acting according to the constitutional relationship. What is the constitutional relationship? In Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, Mamaivamsho Jivaloke Jiva Bhuta Sanatana. That is, I am part and parcel of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So, when I have that connection, I must work according to it, I must behave according to it, I must adopt my nature according to it. So the Acharya for this is Srila Rupa Goswami, and the prayer in Mangalacharan we offer is Divyad Vrindanya Kalpadrumado Srimad Ratnagara Simhasanasto Srimad Radha Srila Govinda Devo Prestalavi Sevyamano Smarami. Then comes Prayojana, the final goal, accomplishment. See, we study so much in a class. We take admission first in a school, in a class, and then we study. Then finally we write exam so that we pass and go to the next standard. So like that, the final goal is Krishna Prema. That is through the mercy of Srila Radha, Sri Radha Gopinath. So, Prayojana is the ultimate goal of life, which is to develop love of Godhead. And Acharya is Srila Raghunath Das Goswami. So, we touched upon Sambandha, Abhideya, and Prayojana. Okay, these three topics we touched. Now, the prayer for this, Mangalacharan prayer for this is Sriman Rasa Rasarambi Vamsi Vatatata Stita Karshan Venu Swanair Gopi Gopinathaya Shriyas Tunaha. So, after understanding these three concepts, basically I wanted to cover Shikshashtakam prayers. So, Shikshashtakam prayers is the summary essence of all the Vedic scriptures which Mahaprabhu, Lord Chaitanya, gives us in the form of 8 verses. And these 8 verses will take us from the bottom stage where we are beginning to learn about Krishna consciousness to the final stage of Krishna Prema. These 8 verses will take us. If we try to learn this and imbibe in our lives, absorb and meditate on these 8 verses. That powerful. That's why Lord Chaitanya appeared to help us so that we understand our relationship with the God and also achieve or benefit from that relationship. So, in this 8 prayers, first 5 prayers are Sambandha Jnana. They give Sambandha Jnana. They give us the knowledge about our relationship with the Lord. Then the last 3 talk about the higher stages, Bhava and Prema stages. That is when a devotee is madly in love with the Supreme Lord he doesn't have taste for anything else, and he's completely absorbed in that. And all these 8 verses together, they form the Abhideya process. That is, we have to adopt these methodologies, this process to accomplish the Krishna Prema. This is how the 8 verses of Shikshashtakam prayers are. Also, there is another two categorization by acharyas. They explain, that is, one is sadhana and sadhya. So sadhana means the endeavor, the effort we put. That is again the same five, and sadhya is the goal. Again, the last 3 verses of the Shikshashtakam prayers. So now we will recite the Shikshashtakam prayers once, and then we will go one by one. Probably we will not be able to complete all the 8 verses today. We will try to see if we can cover up 5 verses. If we cover these 5 verses, that will help us in our day-to-day practice of Krishna consciousness. Okay, let us recite together. I hope it is visible, or should I make it big? Big. Blur, huh? Okay. एतो दर्पणमार्जनं भवमहादवाग्निर्वापणम् श्रेयाकैरवचन्द्रिकावितरणं विद्यावधूजीवनम् आनन्दाम्बुदिवर्धनं प्रतिपदं पूर्णामृतस्वादनम् सर्वात्मा स्नपनं परं विजयते श्रीकृष्ण संकीर्तनम् नाम नाम अकारि बहुधा निज सर्वशक्तिस् तत्रार्पिता नियमित स्मरणेन कालः एतादृशी तव कृपा भगवन् ममापि दुर्दैवं विदृशं इह जानिनानुरागः तृणादपि सुनीचेन तरोरपि सहिष्णुना अमानिना मानदेन कीर्तनीया सदा हरि न धनं न जनं न सुन्दरीं कवितां वा जगदीशकामये मम जन्मनि जन्मनीश्वरे भवता भक्तिरहैतुकी त्वयि अयि नन्दतनुजा किङ्करं पतितां मां विषमे भवाम्बुधौ कृपया तव पादपङ्कज स्थितधूलिसदृशं विचिन्तया नयनं गलदश्रुधारया वदनं गद्गदारुद्धया गिरा पुलकैर्निचितं वपु कदा तव नाम भविष्यति युगायितं निमिषुषा प्रागशायितं शून्यायितं जगत्सर्वं गोविन्दाविरहेण मे आश्लिष्य वा पादरतं पिनस्तु माम् अदर्शनान् मर्महतं करोतु वा यथा तथा वा विधातु लम्पटो प्राणनाथस्तु स एव नापरः हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे. So this could be recited every day. In the morning they recite before chanting, so that they really get the mercy of the Lord to be absorbed while chanting the holy names. Okay, so this is, we will one verse we will recite and try to understand that in more detail. So again, once again, we will chant Cheto Darpanamarjanam Bhava Mahadavagni Nirvapanam Shreya Kairava Chandrika Vitaranam Vidyavadu Jivanam Anandamudivardhanam Pratipadam Purnamrata Swadanam Sarvatma Snapanam Param Vijayate Shri Krishna Sankirtanam. So here in this verse, Mahaprabhu is saying Shri Krishna Sankirtanam. Shri Krishna Param Vijayate Shri Krishna Sankirtanam. So it is the Sankirtan. Sankirtan or see, Kirtan means glorifying the Lord, and in that Kirti means it is very famous, very popular, like that. And Sankirtan means when it is a broader concept where we through the mind, body and words we will be able to glorify Guna, Rupa, Nama and Leela, all the four aspects of the Lord: Guna, Rupa, Nama, Leela. So these four aspects, when it is glorified for the pleasure of the Lord, then it becomes Sankirtanam. And when we do this Sankirtanam, it is a most successful thing in our life. And how this can be achieved? When seven things are, means there are seven benefits, and these seven benefits will make us to succeed in glorifying the Lord. Now, what are the seven benefits? First, it cleanses the heart of all the dust accumulated for years. Now, we have beautiful mirror here, okay, all around. If there is a lot of dust on this, then we will not be able to see our face. We can't see our face. So like that, our hearts is also accumulated with the dust. What is that dust? Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Madanatsara. These dust impurities are blocking us to understand about the relationship with the God. Therefore, we are only able to understand, just like I gave an example of the child coming and running and jumping on the lap of the mother. Child and mother, they understand that relationship, but I am not able to understand my relationship with the Supreme Lord because of that hindrance. And second benefit, it extinguishes the fire of conditional life. Now one may think, what fire? I have AC in my home, my office is AC, my car is AC. So everywhere, even if there is someone, no problem, it's all cool. But the anxieties, the kind of tensions, mental anxieties, those are they are like forest fire. See, if there is a small fire, we can put water, it will be gone. But forest fire, how do we really put off? We need a fire engine, probably not one, two, three, four, like that. And with force, they put so much of water, then it extinguishes. So much of fire is there in our lives. And getting into the cycle of birth and death. See, what happens is we generally plan so many things in life. We plan for a house, we plan for a car, we plan for a job, we plan for our career. So many things we plan. But it is we are thinking, okay, anyway, everybody has to die one day. That is the standard sentence or statement given by everybody. We know that death is inevitable. But okay, what happens after death? Nobody knows, because there is no one who comes back and tells. See, now if somebody has gone to America, he comes back and tells America is like this, like that, like that. Then we get an idea. We also develop that desire. Okay, I also should go to America. I also should go to Singapore, wherever. But Here there are, so these acharyas explain us that after death what happens. So to overcome this repeated birth and death and get into a permanent eternal relationship with the Lord, this will help us. That is the third benefit. Then it spreads rays of the benediction moon. See, usually now it is hot, right? Nobody would like to go outside. But in the night when there is a full moon and it's so cool, breeze is very cool, everybody would like to go out on a walk. Yeah, it is so pleasing. Now, if you go full sweat, so uncomfortable, you can't even see, you can't open your eyes because of that heat and light and all that. But during that, so it gives that kind of cooling effect by chanting the holy names. And then it enhances our happiness. Actually, because we have not chanted the holy name wholeheartedly, understanding the value of it, understanding what it contains, therefore we may not taste it. It is just like I have kept gulab jamun in my hand and I go on speaking for 1 hour. I will speak nicely about gulab jamun, how it is made, what it is made, that's it. Now, unless you taste it, you don't know what is gulab jamun. You may appreciate, you may understand, take it, okay, good, nice. But when you taste it, gulab jamun is like this. That's how the expression will be. So, only when we taste it, we will get to know what it is. But unfortunately, we are not able to taste it. Then, yeah, so that time it enables us to taste this nectar wholesome. So these are the 7 benefits which are described in this verse. Okay, then how do we really take the benefit? Means really, what to say? Okay, we know the benefit. Now, how do we encash on that? For that, the next verse it speaks about Nam Nam Akari Bahuda Nija Sarva Shaktis, all of us together. Nam Nam Akari Bahuda Nija Sarva Shaktis Tatrarpita Niyamita Smaranena Kalaha Etadrishi Tava Kripa Bhagavan Mamapi Durdaivam Vidarsham Yajani Nanu Ragaha. So in this verse, Mahaprabhu is explaining about the 3 qualities of Krishna's names. Okay, earlier we understood the benefit of chanting. Now we are trying to understand what is this Krishna's name. So 3 things, 3 qualities. One, it is Akari Bahuda. It is so unlimited, so unlimited. The names are so unlimited. There are something called as primary names, secondary name, then Madhurya Nam, Aishwarya Nam, sweet names, majestic names. So like that, he has so many unlimited names. Even Ananta Sesha with thousands and thousands of woods is not able to complete glorifying the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So many names, yes. And it is very powerful. So powerful means how do we understand what one holy name, what it can do? We will think. See, if there is a powerful person, we know okay, when we are in danger, he will protect us. Supposing this roof is falling, he will hold it. Or if somebody comes to hit us, a powerful person can really protect us from getting injured from that person. Now, holy name, what it can do? So in Bhagavatam, explained that when Ajamila chanted Narayana, actually he was chanting or he was calling his son Narayana, that's all. Just because he called his son Narayana, Vishnu, he sent his dutas. Before they could come, already the Yamadutas were there. They had come there because Chitragupta had given them a list. Every day he will give a list whom all you should go and catch, whom all you should bring, like that. So in this, Ajamila was one of the candidate. So he was supposed to bring him, and the Yamadutas went there. They were just about to put that rope and pull him back. These Vishnudutas came and stopped these Yamadutas, and they told the Yamadutas that you have no right to take him. That's all. They were surprised because never in their life any situation came where Yamadutas came and they were disappointed or they were not allowed to take that jiva. It is just like you got a arrest warrant. You got an arrest warrant and you come to arrest that person, but somehow you are not able to arrest him. You have papers, you have everything, pakka, but still not possible. So, like that, he was saved. Ajamillah was saved. So, therefore, it is powerful. It is easily accessible. Accessible means, see, there is no hard and fast rule. Anytime anyone can chant. It is not that only Brahmanas should chant, Shudras should not chant. Anybody can chant. By the way, in Kali Yuga, everybody is Shudra. And in while doing deity worship, one has to follow certain upacharas. One has to take bath and come. And there are certain norms to be followed. But chanting of the holy name, there is no norms to be followed. They can chant anytime, anywhere, in any situation, any condition. It is not that only the residents of Bharatvarsha should chant. Even Russians can chant, Americans can chant, anybody can chant. The accent may change, but still, with the feeling when they call the Lord, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, the Lord will respond. So, therefore, it is accessible. And it is very merciful. Merciful, that is why, just although Ajamila called Narayana his son, the Vishnudutas arrived. If he had really called Narayana or the Lord, just like Draupadi called, Lord himself comes. Just like Gajendra, Lord himself comes. So that powerful that name is, and so merciful it is. So, once we understand the qualities of the Krishna's names, then now we have to focus on how do we really adapt, or what are those qualities in us we should have, so that we will be able to acquire the holy name. We will be able to develop the taste for the holy name. And that is in the next verse. Trinadapi sunichena tarorapi saishnuna amanina manadena kirtaniya sada hari. So, in this verse, there are 4 qualities described. That is, first point is, one should be lower than the straw in the street, that is lower than the grass. Now there is grass here. Many times we go, we have darshan of Lord Jagannath, but anytime do we think, oh, we are stamping on the grass? And grass cannot respond also, cannot say anything. So if somebody is there, if we stamp them, we say, oh, sorry. But grass, we don't even bother about it. And grass cannot do anything. So it's so humble. So first quality is, we have to be humble like a blade of grass. Then the next, more tolerant than a tree. Now there is tree here. Children may throw stones, but tree will not react, because it has the inability to, means it doesn't have the ability to react. It cannot respond, it cannot react, it cannot retaliate, it cannot protest. The tree cannot do all this. So it is not that I throw a stone, it will throw a branch. It will not do that. So, and when there is like now hot season, the tree is outside in the sun and we are inside, of course, in the fan or AC. But a tree cannot say, "Oh, it's so hot, somebody please bring umbrella." When it rains, it doesn't scream saying that, "Oh, I'm getting wet." We are protected, but tree is not protected. It cannot do. It unfortunately it cannot respond. So what happens is the tree has to tolerate. There is no other choice for a tree. It has to tolerate only. Now Mahaprabhu is saying more tolerant than a tree. He is saying that devotees should be more tolerant than a tree. Now for devotees, tolerating like a tree itself is a challenge. Now more than the ability to react, retaliate, to uh, protest. Still, if a devotee will not protest, then it is his success. So Prabhupada says that a devotee's progress is tested during his provoking situations. Okay, when a devotee is provoked, how does he respond to that particular situation? That determines his progress. And then next point is about false prestige. One should not have false prestige. And fourth one is offer respect to all others. So false prestige means actually see sometimes we may try to be externally humble, saying that okay, I'm simple humble devotee and all, but internally I'll be waiting, okay, hope he will understand my true nature, I mean true qualities, golden qualities. Like that the heart will be saying inside, the mind will be saying inside. So one has to overcome that. Sometimes it is said that one may be poor with a begging bowl, but he is again proud that, oh, I am a better beggar than another beggar. So like that, one may think that I am better than others. So one should not think that he is better than others and he can never be better than others at any situation. And then offer respect to others. There is a tendency that I want more respect, I want more appreciation than others. If my boss in my annual appraisal doesn't give sufficient what is that remarks or something, and I don't get increment in the salary, then back of my mind, externally I may be saying yes sir, but back of my mind, I'll be protesting. I will not like to work in that project. I will not like to work in that with that manager. So many things. I'll start finding faults. So many things happens when we don't offer respect to others. So we must offer respect to others because we have to understand that our position is only Kinkara. Kinkara means servant of the servant of the servant of the servant of the Supreme Lord. So many levels. Then we will go to the next verse. न धनं न जनं न सुन्दरीं कवितां वा जगदीशकामये मम जन्मनि जन्मनीश्वरे भवतात् भक्तिर् आयतुकी त्वयि. So to achieve Ahaituki Bhakti is unconditional, unmotivated, uninterrupted love of Godhead. We must not have five things. So the previous verse was telling about do's, what we are supposed to adapt or do to get mercy of Mahaprabhu, to get taste for chanting, to understand the holy name. like that. And this verse talks about what we are not supposed to do. So no dhanam. So dhanam means wealth. Now having wealth is not an issue. One can possess wealth, but possessiveness to the wealth is a problem. So possess wealth means what? Like for example, there was Yudhishthir Maharaj, then Parikshit Maharaj, Ambarish Maharaj, King Pratap Rudra. All of them had wealth. But even though they had wealth, they just considered that it is, I'm just a caretaker. Today, if wealth is there, fine. If it is not there, also no problem. My devotion to the Lord will be not affected. So, as long as that mood, that feeling is there in the heart, then having wealth is not a problem. But sometimes wealth will be intoxicating. Okay? Intoxicating because that wealth can buy anything in this world. So sometimes they will have so much of money that they will have their own jet or a jet aeroplane. Okay. So while we are struggling to buy one car, a wealthy person can have aeroplane of his own. So how he will look at others, it depends from person to person. So if he is possessed with that wealth and that is boosting his ego and causing distraction, then obviously it is not a good thing to have. And Lord also gives wealth only to those who know that they will, who when he knows that they will not be distracted by wealth. There was a Kurma Brahmana. He also had a lot of wealth, but he was miserly. He was so miserly that he would not give his wealth to his wife, to his children, to family, friends, to anybody, neighbors. So he was so miserly. Everybody were frustrated with him. So the Lord took off the wealth from him and made him a pauper. Then next, na janam. So we don't want to have followers. So in today's world, everybody is eager to know, okay, how many likes I get. Okay, how many likes I get, how many this thumbs up we get in WhatsApp message or Twitter, Instagram, and so many things, YouTube and all that. So when one is crazy about it, when he wants to have so many uh, uh, what to say, so many appreciation or followers, then it can be a hindrance for his progress in devotional service. So at that time, it is causing a disturbance. So therefore, one has to be careful or cautious about, although having followers, but not get intoxicated by that. Then na sundarim. Sundarim means we should not get attracted to beautiful things around us. It's it's very very intoxicating. Then I'll go a little bit faster now. Kavitam va jagadish kamaye. So kavita means it is poetry, but in the Vedas it is also said about flowery language of Vedas. That is, when in the Vedas it is described, you do this puja, you will get this children. You do this puja, you will get promotion. You do this puja, you will get progress or prosperity in life. So such things also distract one to develop that ahaituki or unalloyed devotion to the Lord. So these and all are hurdles. The last verse we will recite now for the day. अयि नन्दतनुज किङ्करं पतितां मां विषमे भवाम्बुधौ कृपया तव पादपङ्कज स्थितधूलिसदृशं विचिन्तया. So Nanda Tanujam. So that is, I when we learn from the above four verses and develop our mood, at this point of time, I start developing love for Nanda Tanuja, the son of Nanda Maharaj, that is Krishna. And I realize that I am the eternal servant. So let me develop that relationship with you. Let me develop that love for you. And then I start praying that I am in the Bhavasagara, I am in material ocean drowning. We may not feel so because we are really not put in the ocean. If somebody has fallen in the ocean from a ship, that person will understand how scary it is, how dangerous it is. When will somebody come and help me out from helicopter, or some swimmer will come, or lifeboat they'll put? Somehow I want to save. That kind of thought process will be running in the mind, and they will be in anxiety. But since we are not feeling, not come to the stage of kripaya tavapada pankaja, begging at the lotus feet of the Lord, saying, please accept me. And here, so there are two points mentioned by the acharyas, that is, one is the temporary state and the permanent state. So conditional state and the constitutional state. What is the conditional state? That is I Nanda Tanuja Kinkaram is the conditional state. So I am not is the constitutional state. I Nanda Tanuja Kinkaram. And Patitam Mam Vishame Bhavam Budau. That is, I'm so unfortunate that I've fallen in this trap of Maya and birth and death. So that is my conditioned state. So to transit from conditioned state to constitutional state, we pray Kripaya Tava Pada Pankaja Stitaduli Sadrisham Vishintaya. So once we pray these prayers, then automatically we go to the next levels, which is Krishna Prema. Quickly we will recite and we will end the class here. नयनं गलदश्रुधारया वदनं गद्गदारुत्तया गिरा पुलकैर्निशितं वपुकदा तव नाम ग्रहणे भविष्यति युगायितं निमीषेण चक्षुषा प्रार्वशायितं शून्यायितं जगत्सर्वं गोविन्दाविरहेण मे आशिस्ल्यवा पादरतां पिनस्तु मामदर्शनान् मर्महतं करोतु वा यथा तथा वा विधातु लम्पटो मत्प्राणनाथस्तु स एव न परः हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे. So thank you all for your patient hearing. So now we will be having drama as well as dance programs. Dance by the small children. So kindly pray that although I speak on these verses, but I must implement and practice this in my life. So through your prayers and blessings, I should be able to progress little bit in Krishna consciousness. So some other time when we get chance, we will discuss more detail. There are so many points, but due to lack of time, I am ending here. Any comments? Any questions? Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, very thankful for the wonderful class. But I have a question. In the beginning, we said 3 deities, right, for the Abhidhi Samana prayer. So, like, we have to do, like, we have to visit, or like, we have to pray from home to request for those things?
Yeah, see, if you visit, you will develop that. See, just like supposing if you see a person personally, and then when you keep calling that person, you develop that kind of intimacy. And if you have been only talking on the phone, okay, you talk. But when you see that, oh, you are so and so, like that. So you can develop that stronger connection. But it is not compulsory that you must go there. From wherever you can try your best. What is the Lord Himself will make arrangements so that you can go and have His darshan.
So one more query.
Yes, Mother.
When we translate this first verse, na, Cheto Darpan.
Yes, Mother.
तो Cheto में CETO is the right word. Or there should be CH. Why?
Yeah, some places they write it as CETHO, some places they write CETO. So we follow actually the Sanskrit word. So in English we are writing to the nearest Cheta, Chitta, that is the heart, basically.
जैसे चंद्रिका में हमने CH लिया है,
हाँ,
है ना? और चेतो में हमने CETO लिया है. We can understand, but for foreigners, it will be difficult or not.
they may understand. See, understanding this subject is by mercy.
It's good whether it is in both, in
Yeah.
Hindi, Sanskrit, and in translation form.
Correct.
Then it is good because all our books are like that. But when it is only in English, then it is problematic.
Yeah. But when we recite in association of devotees, we understand, okay, what is this verse?
But
how
a
to recite.
person who is first time taking a book and reading, just we distribute books.
Yes.
So for that person, it will be a problem.
Yeah. If he sincerely trying to approach that book, then the Lord makes arrangement so that he gets connected to a devotee and the discussion continues. So these are all what to say, it is unfathomable and we cannot do through our calculations. Just like Duryodhana, he did calculation that with so many armies I can reach up. It doesn't work well. I feel. Right.
Guruji, one more question.
Yes, please.
So in the first one, on your custody, you said that one is knowing what is my relation with God.
Yeah.
So is it like different for everybody, or like everybody himself has a different relation with God?
I didn't understand. Everybody is.
Like when you say first thing is to understand what is my sambandha gyan, right? What is my relation with God? Is it not just like everybody is a servant of the servant of God? Is the answer is not just that, or like?
Yeah, but to accept servant of the servant, we are not used to doing that kind of thing. Now we are going to the office. Actually, we are servants only because I am taking salary and I am working. But what happens? We only think in our house a maid servant is there. We think that person is servant. I am an officer. I am a manager, like that. But actually, so to get to that understanding that I am the servant, so we must. It is the same for everybody because we are all part and parcel of the Lord ultimately. Mamai Vasu Jiva Loke Jiva Putra Sanatana. So when everybody is children of God, who is the Father, then everybody are like brothers, sisters, like that, one family. So we'll end here. Thank you all for your patient listening. Kindly pray for me and bless me so that I can advance in Krishna consciousness. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.